Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, people of royalty. How are we doing today? My name is Patrouski. Welcome back to another PokeMMO stream recap, and more importantly, Shiny War day number 6 within PokeMMO. It's an honor to have you all. How are we doing today? I have an unfortunate score update, okay? I am on Team Flare, and Team Awk has been crawling their way back to be near us. They've been absolutely scraping, and they honestly deserve it. They've made this war extremely close because the new score is 133 to 130 starting day 6. In about 2 hours, there will be 48 hours left in the war. Once we hit 1 p.m. ET, there is officially 48 hours left. I'm sure players will be sleep depriving themselves more than ever during that time period to try to get as many shinies as ever. I myself have been prepping more boxes of eggs because the 17th is a massive day. The 17th is the biggest day in war. It is double point day. So I've been prepping as many boxes as possible, trying to get eggs and stuff made, trying to see what I can do. And then I'll also be single encountering a ton today as well as single encountering even more on the 17th. Welcome to PokeMMO. Welcome to Shiny Wars. It truly is a war. It's the best way to describe it. I'm gonna go ahead and get started on my eggs. I'm gonna collect some Pokeyen I have in my GTL, because I'm gonna need every little bit of yen that I can get. Boom, boom, boom. We'll take whatever. I was doing a few sales earlier. I did also hit a very even, a very clean 30,000 encounters, as you can see in the top left of my screen, fellas. 30,000 we are cleanly at. I'm going to be breaking this today with some single encounters and by making some eggs, hoping for a rare shiny. If I can just get one shiny in PokeMMO Shiny Wars that is a single encounter or like a double encounter quality or higher, I would be ecstatic. I just don't want a time swipe horde. I don't want a common. I want something a little juicy, okay? That's all I ask for. I've put in around 100 hours or so in this week by the end of it. Let's see if we can pull through, fellas. Thanks for joining me for the journey. Now, thankfully, since I'm doing a bunch of little Mola eggs, which we actually need for Team Mr. Pokedex, I get to go for Water Bee male gendered egg group breeders, which saves me a ton of Pokeyen. Every single Water Bee egg group breeder that I buy and breed with a little Mola, I'm saving like 3,000 Pokeyen because a Ditto would cost 5k, right? So it's literally every time I buy one of these, you can think of it as 3,000 Pokeyen saved. It's a massive, massive, massive difference. You always want to breed, whenever you're breeding for a rare shiny, I think it's worth to take the time to breed your females like this with males of the same age group as opposed to just doing all Dittos. All Dittos is lazier. It makes it more brain dead and easier. But I think it's worth, honestly, separating your females and breeding them for much cheaper and saving Pokeyen in the long run during such a rare shunt, a long shunt. Yo, that is huge PvP news from the King Spidget. If you check OU statistics, you will not see a certain red menace right now. I'm so excited to see Scizor taking off his throne. That's awesome, dude. To be fair, like him and Garchomp kind of throw it back. They throw it back and forth a little bit every so often. But I mean, I'm happy to see Scizor not ranked 1. I'd rather Garchomp be ranked 1 than Scizor. Garchomp was ranked 1, I want to say, for the last 2 out of 3 years or something like that. But then Scizor ended up overtaking him. I was saying for the longest time, I think Scizor is better. I think Scizor is stronger, even though Garchomp is very versatile. That's the benefit. But I like seeing, a Scizor win rate at 48% win rate. I like to see that. For those who don't know, Scizor is my least favorite Pokemon in Pokemon PvP. I think he's very unfun. He's very specific to deal with. Whenever I play OU, I always run Rotom Wash and Magnezone to like double check him. So yeah, not a fan of Scizor personally. Apologies to the Scizor Major fans. Yeah, at this point, this might be one of the #1 quality of life things I would ask for in PokeMMO. Is a claim all option on the mail. It seems silly, but it is crazy how much time shunters spend just sitting here going back and forth at the mail. Click, claim to PC, click, claim to PC. Like, I've already done this for hundreds of Dittos, like in the last few minutes or whatever. This would save so much time. I have to do this for so long. A claim all, that claims the whole page or whatever, just like the GTL, would be so nice. Alrighty, fellas, and with these Water Bee males moved over, I think that's it. I think we're done setting up boxes. And just like that, just one quick morning of preparation, we should now be able to breed within 50 minutes. I'm going to go do single encountering on this charm, just single encounter shunting. And then after this charm is over, we will go ahead and pop my own shiny charm, boys, and breed all of these. Okay, look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm not counting the boxes. There's too many, okay? But this is how many boxes I have, okay? Not full inventory. I have these alphas as well. I'm not going all the way to the edge, okay? The reason being, there's only, I think it's like 11 boxes. 11 boxes plus alphas. It's like 12-ish boxes. The reason I'm not going all the way to the edge is because I make this mistake all the time in PokeMMO Shiny Wars. I make this mistake all the time, okay? Where you have to leave enough time to actually be able to hatch all the eggs you have left. If you don't leave enough time to hatch all the eggs, you just can't hatch them, and therefore that time spent making the eggs was actually wasted during the war, which is every minute, every little bit away. It's really, really important. So I'm gonna let these eggs hatch. We'll go single encounter in a quick sec, but I will see you guys hopefully at a single encounter spot or with any sort of interesting shiny Pokemon, perhaps. All right, it's officially time to actually start our shunts today. However, I do need to up my encounter counter up to 30,030. So we did breed 30 eggs to be hatching some eggs while sorting our inventory. It's really important if you're sorting your inventory, you might as well hatch some eggs. It's passive in your inventory in the background. And also, I do want to show you guys really quick. I did do one thing off stream. That Zapdos that I killed the other day, I got it back, boys. I re-encountered it, and I did actually catch this one. So I do have a new Patrouski OT Zapdos. Just thrown in the boxes, add to the collection. I'm not sure what I'll do with it quite yet, but it is officially in the Patrouski boxes. I'm going to go check my 2 honey trees. There's a honey tree here and a honey tree up to the northeast on the way to the Route 210 Sinnoh spot. And then I'll see you guys at the infamous Route 210 Sinnoh spot, where I've received 2 phases so far at this spot, guys. A shiny Ponyta and a shiny Roselia. And the last one, shiny Roselia, was right around this encounter mark at around 29,900 or so, or whatever encounter. So we're really close. We are really close, fellas. Wait, this is actually really cool. So this Ponyta, 2013 OT Ponyta, okay? Why does it cost 18.5 mil, right? It is OT Rach Lucario. I just connected the dots. Is Rach the dev Rach Lucario? Because I knew Rach Lucario. I remember that name from back in the day. I've never realized that is Rach the dev Rach Lucario. Is it, maybe it's not the same person. I've never thought about that. I've never, because it's so hard to remember those old names like that. That's crazy. I've actually never, maybe I'm sure there's other people out there who might know the name based off that. That's crazy. That's an OG 2013 name. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, I think Team Hawk just took the lead, and congrats to them. They're working really fucking hard, and they earned it. They deserve it. And they deserve the fucking hype moment. Dude, me and Casey, my wife, we're both shunning 16 hours a day. We're really scared we're gonna go dry again. Last war, the exact same thing happened, where me and her both shunted 16 hours a day, 7 days a week, and we both got nothing. We both went dry. And we're really scared it's gonna happen again. And that's like, it's really fucking devastating. It really sucks. Like, that is the shittiest part of war, is when you put in 16 hours a day, sleep 8, over and over and over and over and over again, and you still just get nothing. And there's just like, there's only so much in your control. You could always do more. You could always be more efficient. You could always cut an extra hour of sleep. Like, you technically always could do more. But at some point, you reach a level of like it being out of your control to some extent, you know, which sucks. Like, I'm gonna try my absolute best, but with Shiny War, all you can do is try your best. And if you try your best and we go 16 hours and we get no shinies, I'm gonna say, I don't feel it right now, but I'm gonna say, I would say, because if you ask me about anyone else, if someone else told me, hey Pat, I hunted for 16 hours and I got no shinies or whatever, I'd be like, dude, that's a W. Like you did everything you could. Like, don't worry about it. But I think about it for myself, I'm like, oh, I feel like shit. I feel like a failure. Like, so you have to try to remind yourself it's okay. To some extent, Shiny Wars is always gonna be out of your control, but you have to do, as long as you're doing everything you can do to put it in your control, that's what matters, you know? I feel that, Pat, it's happening to me and it makes zero sense. That's another thing. When I look at someone like Karoshi, who is somehow still dry and consistently dry, and like it just makes, it's insane. 5 times over odds, most over double odds, one being, yeah, Karoshi, for those who don't know, is the driest shunter in PokeMMO history, which ended up with a dry streak of 474,000 encounters, which also proved it via encounter data with like the archetype or whatever encounter counter. And now Karoshi's 60k dry again, and I feel like Karoshi consistently goes like super dry. It's just sometimes like you just get shafted when it comes to shiny hunting, And you have to remember, the only way that you actually lose, if you don't get a shiny, that doesn't mean you lost. If I can implant, I don't feel this way right now, but I know that it's the truth. If you don't get a shiny while shiny hunting, it doesn't mean that you actually lost. The only way that you actually lose when shiny hunting in PokeMMO is if you stop shunting. If you stop getting encounters, that is the only way to lose. If you keep going, if you keep getting encounters, it is mathematically and statistically likely that eventually, one day, one war, for 1 minute of 1 hour, you will get a rare shiny and you will win. And it only takes that one moment. It only takes one moment. So we keep going and we keep searching for that one moment. We do not stop here, boys. The score is officially 133 to 135, and there's also officially, as of 10 minutes ago, 48 hours left in war, boys. 48 hours. It's the final push. Tomorrow's the big day. Tomorrow might decide literally everything. Chat, it is time. It is time for our shiny charm. Our moment, okay? Our time to make eggs. I'm popping it now to make sure I get it in, okay? We have as many eggs in our boxes to make as possible. We start now. This could be the difference maker. This is the last batch of eggs that I will do, almost guaranteed for sure. This is the most important batch of eggs I've ever made in my PokeMMO career history ever, over 12 years. Wish me luck, chat. I need every ounce of it. We finished the eggs, boys. We are in reformed Patrouski period. We are done breeding. We head back to the PC. We put everything in. We grab 5 eggs at a time. We go Golurk. We go single encounter somewhere where we only need 1 Pokemon. Wait, that's a really good call, Essence. Someone said, how can I make some passive Pokeyen right now during, like, while legendary hunting in Kanto? Usually the only answer is, like, payday pickup. There's not that many great passive moneymakers in Kanto while going for legends, to my understanding, because you have a single encounter. However, you said catch starter Pokemon. To be fair, Squirtles have gone back down, unfortunately. Starter Pokemon got really expensive right before Mr. Wars, but even like a female Squirtle might be like 10k still. Yeah, a female Squirtle's like 9k. So like catching Squirtles, what are Charmanders at? They're not that, yeah. These got up like any male Squirtle. Excuse me, I'm so sorry. Any male Squirtle was like 10k Pokeyen heading into Team Mr. Shiny Wars. Dude, we cranked up the price on rares because everybody was buying to prep for breeds. It was really crazy. You can get starters for crazy money at the start of Team Mr. War. Did you ever play vanilla games when offline? Vanilla games being like traditional Pokemon games. I'm gonna be super honest. When I started playing PokeMMO back in 2013, I was also playing Black and White at the time. And I reached a point where I was like, it feels so bad to go back to traditional Pokemon after playing PokeMMO. I love traditional Pokemon so much, and I always will always have a place in my heart. But PokeMMO is like, I feel like it scratches every Pokemon itch, except for certain, like Pokemon Stadium, to be fair. You need to play Pokemon Stadium, right? There are certain other things like you need that thing, but like, I feel like PokeMMO scratches the entire Pokemon itch for me. I don't need to go play Fire Red. I don't need to go play Emerald. Like, if you do, if it doesn't start like super, you don't have the same exact sprites, same music. Like, there are some things that are different. So if you want that for that, I get it. But like for me, I've tried to go back and play other Pokemon games. This is a gift and a curse. I've tried to go back and play other Pokemon games, and every time I try, I just like shrug, and I'm like, why am I not just playing PokeMMO? Like, PokeMMO is just better than this, which sounds really sad. I love the games, but like, that's the gift and the curse of PokeMMO, is like, it's so much better in my personal opinion. Feel free to disagree, that like, it's so hard to go back and play the other Pokemon games. Aside from things like Pokemon Stadium, which if you want to play Pokemon Stadium, there's no curing the Pokemon Stadium urge aside from playing Pokemon Stadium. Banger game. People like Coliseum, Mystery Dungeon, like you can't really cure those urges via Pokemon, which is fair. Okay, apparently we have a Goofy Safari Sinnoh Great Marsh Shiny. I don't know what it is yet. I don't know the species. So this is the reveal. Buidu. Hopefully. Oh, how tough is the Buidu catch? I actually have no idea. I do not know the catch rate of this thing. Good luck to you. Unbelievably amazing. Best of good luck to you, Goofy. Another Safari Shiny. There's been so many of these in Team Mr. Shiny Award. Good luck, dude. I don't know. I have no idea what the rate is. A break. It stays. No! What? One ball! Come on, dude! I don't know what team he's on, but that's one ball flea insta. Not a shake. Not a single shake, dude. That is not a single shake. Not a single fucking shake, bro. I'm so sorry, Goofy. I'm so sorry. That's actually so fucking sad. Damn. Come on, man. Let him get the Buidu. Like, that's... Damn. It's tragic, boys. Wow. He's Team Flare, by the way. So that catch would have brought us in the lead. Holy... That's like even more... Damn. That's so unfortunate, dude. That's so actually tragic. We gotta go back to shunting, though. We gotta keep going. It's hard to after seeing something like that. Okay, Nick Shark has been popping charms nonstop, guys. My goal is to snipe his charm, okay? Before he can repop. Let's see. Boom! Okay, we get that 10% boost. Unbelievably huge. We got it, boys. We got ourselves an alpha, a shalfa Gligar check, boys. We master ball it if it's shiny. Not today, okay? Maybe one day on stream. We're just that good at the game, boys. We ice punched the Alpha Gligar as a joke through one Ultra Ball and just caught it. It's a skill dab, guys. You know, and when you play PokeMMO as much as me, you know, you get better skill-based wise at things like catching Pokemon, catch rates on Pokemon. You know, very skill-based. Really worked hard on that. Love to see stuff like that. That's from the 9,000 hours, by the way. Yeah, that is because of the 9,000 hours they increased my catch rate in the game. True and real. Okay, chat. One last thing before I do this. Do as I say, not as I do, okay? I'm going to buy a few legendary lures. We're going to grab eggs. We are going to shiny hunt in Johto, single encounters, pop legendary lures on my own charm, go up to Route 35, and hope for, I think there's shiny Yanma here. Single encounter for like a 5% chance at a Yanma, and we go for the legendary, okay? If we get the legendary... Thank you, Yoda. It'll be legendary, okay? That was a really bad joke. We're cooked. It's been a long week, okay? We start now. Wish me luck, fellas. Here, someone asked again, are legendary lures worth it? And in my opinion, absolutely not. But let's just do the math, okay? So let's see how many legendary lures on average you might need to find a legendary. They increase your rate by 30%, okay? First things first. We don't know what the legendary rate is, but we know it's between 1 out of 2,000 and 1 out of 8,000. So usually we just assume as a community it's 1 out of 5,000 for doing calculations like this. So we're going to assume the legendary rate is 1 out of 5,000. So if we assume that and then do that times 0.30, we get 1,500. So you would take 5,000 minus 100, we get 3,500. So now with legendary lures, the shiny rate is 3,500. 1 out of 3,500, right? Now, how many legendary lures do you pop per hour? Becomes the next question. You can do that based on the fact that I know you pop around 10 expert lures per hour. So let's see how many steps expert lures. 250 versus legendary lures being 300. So we're gonna guesstimate here, okay? We're gonna guesstimate that you pop, let's say 8 legendary lures, and that's probably being generous. 8 legendary lures, let's say, per hour. Let's then do this number, 3,500 divided by 300, which is the amount of encounters you can get per hour efficiently in PokeMMO. Around 11, 12-ish hours. I'd say for the average person, it could be around 12 hours. You would then do 12 hours. So we know it takes around 12 hours or so, right? Okay. Let's then take legendary lures needed. Legendary lures, it's 37,000. So keep the 12 hours number in mind. You would do 38,000 times 8 per hour. 300,000 Pokeyen per hour, right? Yeah, of course, Trick. Per hour, okay? Times 12. You would be spending 3.6 million Pokeyen to find your legendary Pokemon, and not even just to find, but to find it 4 hours ahead of normal. Because normally a legendary hunt is around 5,000 divided by 300. 17 hours versus 17 hours versus 12. So you're spending 3.6 million Pokeyen to save 5 hours. Which is ridiculously, to the math to make that worth it would be you would have to earn 3.6 divided by 5. If you can earn 720,000 Pokeyen per hour, then that means your time might actually be more worth to pop legendary lures, but most players aren't doing that. Legendary lures are a for fun thing. They are not efficient. They are disgustingly expensive. They're kind of like shiny charms. I would not recommend them. They're just very expensive and they're kind of like fun, if that makes sense. Great question. Is there any specific way I should structure a shiny want list? This is a great question about like organization and stuff. It's really up to you. You can do whatever you want, obviously. What I do personally is I separate it into the difficulty tier of the hunt. So like, or like method. So like I do like a list of ×5 hordes. I do a list of ×3 hordes. I do a list of single encounters. I think that's like eggs. Like I think that's the best way to do it because I think most shiny hunters, and it depends on how you shunt. I think most shunters decide what shiny they want to hunt based on their energy levels that day, and their energy level, you know, what method they're going to do is dependent on that. So like I don't wake up and I'm not like, oh, I want to go for like shiny Nidoran male today, therefore I'm gonna blah blah blah. I wake up and I'm like, oh, you know, I'm feeling really tired, let's just crank my encounters, let's do ×5 hordes, you know, or I'm feeling really hyped, really energetic, really good about today, let's do eggs, right? Like I base what I hunt based on my energy my mood personally, but I don't know if that's what everybody, I think it's what a lot of shunners do, but I also could be mistaken on that. So whatever way works for you, but that's what I'd recommend. That's what I do personally. Dude, I'd honestly be so down. I know chat's kind of memeing. I'd be so down for that. Item OTs. Like if a Mage's staff said like, yo, opened by Patrouski, or like, you know, originally opened by RUMEL, I think that adds so much value. I think it's like really cute, honestly. Like, would it really matter that much? Like, not really, but I feel like it adds a lot of value, adds like a lot of story, knowing like where something came from, who opened it. Most of the time it wouldn't matter. It'd be like some random you're buying it from, but I think it'd be cool to find like your friends' OTs on like certain vanities on the GTL. Also, like that'd be a good the problem is like hopefully they stack vanities in the future, and that would make it kind of impossible to do that, to have OT and stack. But the problem is if you're already not going to stack vanities, like if I can go to my bag and go to Bunnytail and I have to look at them like this anyway, like if they're already all separate entities, like why not add the OT, right? You do one or the other. You either stack them to make it easier in the inventory, or might as well add OT if you're gonna be all separate like this anyway. So I don't know. That's, yeah, I think item OT would be cute. 31,000 encounters, by the way. Hit it very, very cleanly. 31,000 encounters, by the way. Perfectly on it. 31k. We have not seen a shiny for a long time. How is the score still 133, 135? I wonder if people are prepping like eggs and stuff and prepping stuff for tomorrow. That might be the strat, because I haven't seen much in a while. All right, we can just check the math, boys. Based on shiny binomial distribution, what are the odds of me being this dry at this point? I do have thinner status. That's important to keep in mind. Based on the chart over here, with donor status at around 30,000 encounters, there's been a 67% chance for me to have gotten a shiny by this point. Now, I'm no math expert. Don't take these numbers too literally. Binomial distribution may not like mean exactly like for sure like on this like I don't know. I don't know how it works. I'm no math expert. Someone else made this chart many years ago with a college level paper dedicated to PokeMMO shiny hunting. So thanks to them, I would not be capable of something like this. So, but to my understanding, around a 67% chance. So it's still a really high, over a 40% chance of me not getting a shiny by this point. It's not that crazy, it's a coin flip at that point. Like, all I can do is keep going. All you can do within your control is get more encounters. That's what I'm gonna keep doing. I'm gonna keep going, boys. Apparently, we have a ×3 horde RUMEL shiny. Bibarel, we take those, dude. Bro, RUMEL, this is like his 3rd shiny, I think, throughout war. Wait, no, 4th? I think this is number 4, dude. I think he had 2 Onyxes, 1 Duskull with his eyes closed, and then Bibarel. This is shiny number 4 for him for war. That's ridiculous, dude. I love Bibarel. I think it's an overhated shiny because people want the World Tier usually, but dude, congratulations, man. Amazing shiny. Dude, 4 shinies, 1 war is ridiculous. RUMEL's been on an absolute fucking tear. Holy shit. I have to go back to shunting. I'm so sorry, but congrats. That will be points for Team Flare. +2, I think, which is huge, 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 huge. Okay, boys. Team Flare shiny from NTH. Literally was in my, like, the last few seconds of my charm. That was a Pat shiny charm. As he caught it, dude. Nice. Huge. That's +6 points for Team Flare. Putting us slightly in the lead. 141 to 135. But this is insanely tight. An insanely tight race, okay? For the final 40 hours or so of Team Mr. Shiny Wars. The first one of 2025, boys. That's actually a really interesting math. I've never run that before. Talk about donor status and kind of like the side benefits aside from just the shiny boost. One of which, if I'm not mistaken, we can go check the gift shop, is 5% money from trainers. This includes Jimmy runs. So you earn 5% more Pokeyen from Jimmy runs, which is not that much, but it kind of adds up. If you do a Jimmy run and you make 300,000 Pokeyen per run, right? 0.05, you know, 5% of that is 15k. So you make 15k more Pokeyen per run. Not amazing, but like it pays for your amulet coin. Well, not anymore, but it used to, right? But if you do this, let's say you do your Jimmy run every single day for a month, right? That's 450,000 more Pokeyen in a month if you use Dono. Now that doesn't pay for your Dono, so that's really important. Just outright the bonus, but like all the other Jimmy runs that you do for sure will. So if you can play Pokemon for like 2 hours a day, let's say you Jimmy run for 1 hour and like shiny hunt for 1 more, I think you can pop donor status permanently and like super sustain and make crazy progress. The biggest thing with PokeMMO, I honestly want to say, is like, don't feel like you have to play this game 12 hours a day. Like if you just play this game 2 hours a day for like 2 years, you'll make way more progress than like most players ever will. I think a lot of players get sucked into PokeMMO, play 10 hours a day for like 3 months and then quit. But if you just like do 2 hours a day for like 2 years, like more consistently and long term, just like any MMO, PokeMMO is a marathon and not a sprint. And you will make much more progress long term and do better and have more fun and perform longer. All right, this should be 32,000, boys. 32,000 encounters. Boom, there it is on the Zigzagoon, nice and clean. We started Shiny Wars at 8,200 encounters. We have cranked up the number over the past 6 days, a large majority of which have been single encounters. I think around 8,000, 9,000 ended up being times 5 hordes. So like a fair bit being times 5, but about 30% or so, but most of which being single encounters. A long time to get up to 32k, boys. Hopefully I should be able to reach around 35, 36k before the end of Shiny Wars. Hopefully we see something, just anything. I think we have a live shiny, boys. He's in Petalburg. Shiny Zigzagoon. Dude, it looks so good. The Heracross lead as well. I don't know what team he's on. I'm hoping Flare. No, he's Team Awk. That's fine. We're still ahead by 1 point. Holy, bro, it being a double encounter instead of a single encounter shiny, it's +5 points for him. We stay ahead by 1 point, chat. Next to a Trico, yes. Oh my goodness. Holy sh... As a Team Awk shiny, boys. A shiny Zig. Good luck on the catch. Holy crap, dude. I'm probably gonna leave and go back to shunting, but that's a 6 shiny right next to a Trico. +5 for them, making the score 141 to 140, nearing the end of day 6. This is sickening, dude. Wait, what? Neo actually got... What? He sent this fucking meme screenshot. If you're reading this, I got a shiny. He actually did it. He sent a fucking stupid, like, fucking, what the fuck? He got a fucking shiny Gulpin. What is happening? He actually, what? He actually, I don't even know what team he's on, but that's insane. That is one of the craziest memes throughout Shiny Wars so far. Oh my god, the IVs! The IVs on this are ridiculous. I don't know what team he's on, but that was insane. Bro posted an absolute shit post tier meme and then actually caught a shiny. Like a really good shiny as well. Like a really good single encounter with a really good IVs. What? That was crazy. That is actually one of the craziest shinies I've seen in War. What the fuck did I just witness? What just happened? What? I actually don't know if I've announced this yet, but I'm going to be super honest, fellas. I will not be live next week, okay? It'll be a break week for me to... I'll be uploading a series that I've been working on. Number one, a first impressions video for a PokeMMO adjacent game will go live on Monday, the 20th? The 20th. The final Shiny Wars video will go live on the 19th. The first impressions for a PokeMMO adjacent game, which I was really impressed by, goes live on the 20th. And then 21st through like until the LURES event will be a specific series that I've been working on over the past year or so in the background, which I'll be trying to upload. And then I'll try to get a LURES event prep guide out somewhere before, but that's gonna be that'll be less guaranteed, but we'll try. The LURES prep, I'm gonna be honest, if you're watching the stream, it's pretty simple this year. It's really just Pokeyen, watch old strats and old videos and guides, prep for Shaman, get Sinnoh done, and possible save Pokeyen as always, and then any raid Pokemon. I think raids will probably, we could be wrong, but probably be a decent factor of the LURES event. So factor in all those things, and then I won't be live streaming next week, guys. I apologize. I'll miss you all too very much. Okay, fellas, with 10 seconds left on the Shiny Charm, we have an Alpha Raticate Shiny check. 5 seconds left. This is going to be the last encounter of the stream. There it is. Another day of Team Mr. Shiny War. And I'm still Shinyless, guys. From 8,200 encounters up to 32,258 in 6 days. And I'm not done yet. I'm going to keep shutting off stream. But that is the end of another days of stream. I'm exhausted. Thank you guys for watching. We still have tomorrow and then the next day. But tomorrow is the biggest day in Team Mr. Shiny Wars. It is double points day. All single encounters are 12 points. All ×5 hordes are 2 points. ×3 hordes are 4 points. All wild shinies are double points. Okay? I will see you guys tomorrow. Like this stream if you enjoyed it. If you liked it, dislike if you didn't. Subscribe to the channel for daily PokeMMO videos. Discord's down below if you're interested in that. If you want to follow the Twitch for streams like this, you can see that. If you want to go above and beyond and support the channel, the only thing I'll shield to you guys this month is Factor. It's amazing food. They send you chef-made meals straight to your door. You pop in the microwave for 2 minutes. You have yourself a meal. I've been using them. They've been super, super helpful during Shiny Wars. Saved me a ton of time. I don't have to do dishes. I don't have to go to the grocery store. I don't have to pick meals. I get the nutrients that I need to keep shiny hunting. Super good when you're self-employed. Super busy lifestyle. Big fan of Factor. Check it out. Link in the description gets you 50% off your first box. 50% off of any food in this economy. It's really, really helpful. I will see you guys later. Have a beautiful night. Have a beautiful morning. Good luck on your shinies. And enjoy PokeMMO, fellas. I'll see you tomorrow, soldiers. Peace, Reno. Hey, thank you so very much for watching until the very end of the video. That means the world to me. And if your name is listed here, you're the reason I'm able to do this in the first place by going above and beyond and supporting the channel via YouTube memberships and Twitch Primes. Thank you so much. Have a great day.